We're going to be doing a Section 301 trade action. It could be about $60 billion, but that's really just a fraction of what we're talking about.
The world stands at the brink of the largest trade war in history, unfolding consequential changes that will reshape global trading landscape. However, Bangladesh can harness strategic benefit of the ongoing trade disputes. Following the immensely successful RMG sector, it's time for Bangladesh to diversify its export portfolio further and seize a maximum share of global leather goods and footwear export market. Buyers are shifting from over-dependence on China. It has created new opportunities from Bangladesh.
Bangladesh needs to expand into more sectors which will share the burden of the ready-made garments, which constitutes for 83% of the current export basket. There are some high potential sectors such as leather and footwear, light manufacturing, pharmaceutical, ICT, and they can grow very strongly as competitive export sectors. However, this is going to require very close and timely policy attention from the government, supported by the private sector.
Leather goods and footwear is the next scalable sector that can bring about export diversification with high value-added products and high employment prospects. Bangladesh is the sixth largest footwear producer in the world, and over the years, the industry has been growing in a compliant and responsible manner, setting up world-class factories within the country. In the last 10 years, leather goods and footwear industry has achieved phenomenal growth and is now aiming to break into new export markets. In recognition of that, in 2017, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina declared leather goods and footwear as the product of the year.
উদীয়মান চামড়া শিল্প খাতের অন্তর্নিহিত সকল সম্ভাবনাকে কাজে লাগানোর উদ্দেশ্যে আমি 2017 সালের জন্য চামড়া ও পাদুকা সহ চামড়াজাত পণ্যকে জাতীয়ভাবে বার্ষিক পণ্য বা প্রোডাক্ট অফ দ্য ইয়ার হিসাবে ঘোষণা করছি।
Although we have grown 10 times in the last decade, there is still a tremendous potential to grow. The total footwear market, world footwear market, is about $240 billion, of which we have just crossed about $1 billion, which is less than half a percent. But how do we improve our exports? I think we have to increase our productivity, and that productivity can come through investment in human resources.
Now, the aim is to take the industry to the next stage on the global level, placing Bangladesh on the global supply chain map, where one can discover quality, reliability, competitiveness, and emergence. It's time for Bangladesh, the destination next. The industry has preferential market access to 3 billion people around the world. And with its liberal foreign investment policy, the industry has been able to attract substantial foreign investment. In the last 1 year, FDI in leather goods and footwear sector has increased by 42%. With sustained and consistent policy support, Bangladesh can successfully diversify its export portfolio, and the industry can reach $5 billion in export revenue.
We have got our domestic entrepreneurs. We have got export processing zones in the country. We have got special economic zones in the country, and we have even got private economic zones in the country. So foreign entrepreneurs can find it very propitious for their investment in this sector in Bangladesh. So I believe that government is very much interested in developing this sector, because we believe after the garments industry, this sector is the second largest sector in Bangladesh. And I believe that it can sometimes surpass the garment sector.
The government and the industry are firmly committed to move towards an accelerated growth model. To ensure the sustainable production model, many important direct measures have been taken by the association through its Beyond Compliance initiative.
We are working towards giving back more towards the community. This is illustrated in the fact that our factories in the sector are engaged in community schools, eye testing, tuberculosis screening, as well as screening for women's reproductive health. We work in partnership with our workforce, and we believe that we have a common goal, which is to serve our companies as well as the country. That is why the leather sector is definitely the destination next for leather goods and footwear sourcing.
With all economic indicators suggesting ample opportunities at a time of heightened tensions and supply chain disruptions, Bangladesh is the destination next, ready to offer strategic option for your footwear and leather goods sourcing solutions.